In this video, I'm going to walk you through every step of setting up your YouTube channel so that you can see exactly how easy it is. And I'm also going to cover some important settings that you want to include when putting your YouTube channel together and getting it up and running that will give you the best opportunity for growing your channel. Hey, my name is Chad and welcome to Purely Remote, the channel that brings you all the tips, tools, resources, information that will help you grow your online business. Now, in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to start your YouTube channel so that you can start creating video content. And if you don't already know, video content is a great way to bring people to firstly make people aware of what it is that your business does. And it's also a great way for you to, a platform for you to provide value for your customers so they know exactly what it is that you do. Now, creating a YouTube channel it's really simple. It literally just takes a few minutes and a couple of clicks and you'll be good to go. But there are a few settings that I'm going to cover and show you that will really help you grow your channel, give you the best chance of growing your channel as well. All right, so let us jump right into it. I've got my browser open over here. It doesn't really matter which browser you use, but the first step is you want to go to youtube.com. When youtube.com opens up, or when YouTube opens up, you'll see a button on the top right hand corner right over here, and it says sign in. So you're going to click on sign in, and if you don't already have a Google account, what you're going to do is you can create a Google account because you will actually need a Google email address to create a YouTube account. So there'll be an option on the page right over here after you click sign in where you can create a Google account. You just add in your first name, a couple of your details, your email address, things like that. It takes not more than 30 seconds to do that. And once you have your Google account set up, you can choose which account you want to use. So in this case, I'm going to choose this one right over here. Just sign in. And of course, if you already have a Google account, you can just use that to sign in as well. Now, when you do sign in, it's just going to open up your homepage right over here. And if you already have a channel, I didn't actually know this particular email address has a YouTube channel already. You'll see it'll look something like this, all right, where you can go to the create button and upload your videos. But if you don't, I'm going to show you how you can actually go ahead and create your YouTube channel. So the first thing you want to do is click on your profile picture in the top right corner. So like you can see, there's already a channel that's being created with this. So I'm going to go ahead and create a brand new channel so that if it's your first time creating your Google account or you've never created a YouTube channel, these are the steps that you're going to follow. So go over to settings. And then once your settings open up, you're going to click on add or manage your channel or your channels. And then click on create a channel. Now over here, you're going to pick your channel name, and don't worry about this too much because you can change your channel name at a later point. So for this example, I'm just going to put Chad Test Channel, click the checkbox, and then click on create. And basically, once you click the create your channel, once you click that button, your channel is good to go. So what we're going to do now is make some changes to that channel. So if you've had a Google account and it's already had a YouTube channel, attached to that email account, you can follow these exact same steps to make the changes to use your current YouTube channel that's been set up to, upload videos and create content on. So the first thing that we're going to do is go ahead and click on customize channel in the top right hand corner. And in this area over here on this page, your channel customization page, what this is essentially you're going to be changing and modifying how your channel looks when people land on your channel. Okay, so the first thing is under layout, the tab right at the top here, you've got three different options. I'm going to go through all three. So with layout, you can, choose your video spotlight. So if you want to create a channel trailer for people who have not yet subscribed, so if someone's brand new coming to your channel, this is a video that will automatically show up for them. Usually tells them what your channel is about, that type of thing. You can also add a featured video for returning subscribers. So if there's a particular video that you want to highlight for people who have already subscribed to your channel and they're visiting your channel again, that is the video that will show up for them. So it's two different videos that you can display. In this section, you can also put in, or you can manage how you want your layout of your channel homepage to be. So for example, if you're creating YouTube shorts, you can separate, your long form videos, your YouTube shorts. If you have any playlists, you can separate them right over here. So if I had to add another section that said playlists and then resort them, it'll be the order in which these particular videos or these pieces of content are shown on the channel homepage. Right now, I don't have anything for this particular channel, so I'm going to leave everything as it is. We're going to head over to branding. And over here is where you can add how your, the different images and how your channel actually looks when people are on your channel homepage. Now, your profile picture is, if you remember before we logged in the top right hand corner, I clicked on the profile picture for my Google account to log in or to create the YouTube channel. That is the profile picture, just like on every other social media platform. It's no different. So I'm going to go ahead and upload a profile picture. You can resize it. That looks good. And on the side of each of these, you'll actually see that YouTube will give you recommendations or guidelines on, different sizes and dimensions. So for example, the profile picture should be at least 98 by 98 pixels and 4 megabytes or less. And then for your banner image, this is basically what is shown at the top of your YouTube channel. So if someone visits your YouTube channel, they'll see your profile picture and there's a large image at the very top. It looks like a billboard, very similar. That's called the banner image. And again, it gives you, the dimensions, the measurements, and the size constraints that you will need for that. Now, I've just created a very quick banner image, and I'm going to use that to upload. And when you do upload, it'll show you exactly how it'll be displayed on different devices. So for example, you can see I've included this huge background over here at the back and at the bottom. However, that area will only be viewable on TV, or if someone's viewing it on a TV, on mobile devices. On all devices, it will show the centerpiece. So regardless whether they're watching it on an iPad, an iPhone, or a phone in general, and or on desktop, this centerpiece will always be displayed. And then for desktop, you can see that it goes a little bit wider right over here. So you can, you want to play around with it with the sizes. What I can do is leave a resource down at the bottom. You can just click it and download that. It is a Photoshop file, but I will also include an image so that if you want to create a banner on Canva, for example, you can just take that image, put it into Canva and stretch it across so it fits the entire, the canvas that you're going to be creating on, so that you know exactly what will be showing up on the different sections as you create it, so you don't need to go back and forth. All right, my little gift for you for joining me in this video. All right, so I'm going to leave it just like this. So now we've got our profile picture, we've got our banner image, and then we also have a video watermark. Now, what a video watermark is, you might actually see it in this video down in the bottom right corner, either the side or the side. It's basically just a little image that will invite people to subscribe to your channel. If I click upload, I'll select this image right over here that says subscribe now. I mean, you could literally choose anything. This is just for the example to illustrate what we're doing. Click done. And when you do upload your video watermark, it gives you a couple more options right over here. So this is how long you want it to display for. So if you only want it to display at the end of your video, you can select that option. If you want it to display through the entire video from the very beginning to the very end, you can select that one, or you can select a custom time. So the custom time is after a certain amount of seconds, that is when this particular image will show up in the bottom right hand corner of your video. And if anyone clicks on that, it'll open up a little pop-up that will have the subscribe button so that any of your viewers can then easily subscribe to your channel. I'm going to set this to, let's say, 30 seconds. So only people who watch 30 up to the point of 30 seconds and onwards in any particular video, that's when that button will pop up and they can subscribe to the channel. Once you're done with all of that, I'm going to go ahead and click publish. Once that's done, head over into basic info, and this is where we can change the information of our channel. So you can see the name of our channel, Chad Test Channel. Like I said earlier, you can change the name of your channel as well. You can change your name twice in 14 days. When you're setting up your channel for the first time, if you are not too sure what to name your channel, name it anything random. You can actually just name it, your first name and your last name or your full name, and use that in the meantime until you figure out a name that you want to go ahead and call your channel. And then you've got the handle. This is essentially what you will be sharing when it comes to, if you share any of your content, if you share your channel with anyone, you don't really share the full URL anymore. It'll show at the bottom, the channel URL. You generally, these days, people share their channel handle. So you can just see over here, it's just what the channel name is. It says @Chad Test Channel, and then it's got these random letters. You can edit this, so depending on whether or not a particular name is available or not. So if I take these letters out, let's see if it's available. It is. So now my YouTube channel handle will be youtube.com/@ChadTestChannel. The description over here is, this is where you tell YouTube what your channel is about. This is one of the important parts that a lot of people miss when it comes to creating the YouTube channel. So this is a part that you want to pay attention to. Think of what are, like the keywords of what your channel is about. If you are doing yoga, for example, and you're a yoga channel showing people how to, taking them through different yoga sessions, if I can call it that, mention that in the channel. If you are about business, if you do tech reviews, if you are a vlog, just lifestyle vlogging, if you are about healthy eating, whatever it is, you want to mention it into this description over here. So you don't need it to be too long. A couple of paragraphs, like 8 lines, and not even. It's just so that YouTube can now know what your channel is about. So for example, in this, I just put, this channel provides content on how to successfully grow an online business from home. Now you can, make it more personable, add your personality into it as well. That's totally fine. I'm just typing this in to give you an idea. The biggest thing is that with this, you want to include different keywords. So if you're doing, if it's a fitness channel, you want to include keywords that people will generally, that fit in with that niche that you are creating content for. So for example, whether it's nutrition, whether it's workouts, think about all those things and think of how you can include them into your channel description. The more of those keywords you have, the better YouTube will be able to categorize your video or your channel and direct your content to the right people. Because at the end of the day, you want the right people to see your content. So that is the channel description. You've also got an option right over here to add a language. So if you do create content for, in other languages as well, this is just an English channel, so I'll leave it as that. And then you can also select your translation language on the right. This is the channel URL that I was speaking about earlier, but you wouldn't necessarily use this because the address or the URL that you will be sharing will be your channel handle at the top right over here. But this is your channel URL. If you want to copy it and share it, you can see it doesn't look as good as just having your channel handle, So that's why people generally don't use it anymore. Underneath that, you've got links. This is where you can add your various links to your channel as well. So your links is what will show up on your banner. So once you reach your YouTube homepage, on the banner in the bottom right-hand corner, if you're looking at the screen, you'll see there'll be different buttons over there. It'll say either website or Instagram or, Twitter, whichever. You can choose these links right over here. And to do that, it's very simple. You can add in by just clicking add link. So for example, if I was to put website and enter a URL, and then once you add your links, it'll give you some options for the links on banner right over here. So you can click the drop down and you can choose whether you only want the banner to display your first link, your first 2 links, but you can have up to 5 links displayed on the banner at the top of your channel homepage. So I'll just leave it as 5 for now. And when we go into, once I save all of this and I show you the actual channel, I'll show you where the link will show up and everything. And then the final option underneath the basic info area is your email address. If you have any companies or any other, businesses or other creators who want to collaborate with you, if you want to, if anyone wants to reach out to you to do any sponsored posts or sponsored videos, those types of things, they'll reach out to you through this email address right over here. So you can put in the email address over there. Like I said, if you are growing your business, it is super important to do that. Put that email address right in here. It doesn't have to be a professional email address or a custom email address, literally like a Gmail, or use your Gmail account. Actually use the Gmail login that you're using for this channel. And once you're done with all of that, go ahead and click publish. That'll save everything. And once that's done, head over to view channel. And this is what people will see when they log into or log onto your YouTube channel. Okay, so we've uploaded our YouTube banner or our channel banner right over here. It just says Chad Test Channel. You can design your banner however you like. You can do it yourself. You can have someone design it for you on places like Fiverr, that type of thing. You've got our profile picture. Then we have the link that we put in the website. You can see it's a little button right over here. So if someone was to click that, they'll be redirected to that link that's embedded in that area. For the description, that is listed under the About tab right over here. So you can see this channel provides content on how to successfully grow your online business from home. And then also all the links that you've included while you're in the settings area, it will show up as here. So it will show up underneath here as well. So for example, website, if you have any other social medias, that will be where they'll all be showing up over there as well. Okay, so that part's done. The next part we're going to jump onto is the actual channel settings. And to get into the settings, we are going to click on the profile picture at the top right-hand corner, click on settings, and then we're going to click on channel status and features. So if we're going to general, this is where you can, set the currency for your channel. So depending on where your channel is from, whether it's Australia, New Zealand, the US, South Africa, wherever, you can select the currency for your channel right over here. I'll just leave it as US dollar, but when you do yours, just change it to the, the country that you are actually from. So if at any point you are kind of lost and you're not too sure what these features are, hover your mouse over the question mark and this will tell you exactly what this is. We'll leave that as the default units as US dollars. The channel basic info. One more thing that I want to share with you over here is that you want to finish all of these settings first, because if you click save, this will close out. This entire pop-up will close out and you'll need to go ahead and click on the profile picture, click settings, go through all of that again. So do all of these settings, and then once you're done with the final thing, like once you're done with all of these, then you can click on save. All right, so underneath the basic info for the channel, if I go over to country of residence, you can choose your country of residence right over here. I'll leave it as South Africa. Then another very important part, just like your channel description, this is where you are going to add in keywords for your channel. And what keywords does is, again, it tells YouTube exactly what your channel is about. Okay, so in this section, you don't want to add in keywords like YouTube or, like anything random. It is words that people will generally search for. So for example, if this was a channel that helped people grow an online business, and I was to choose a keyword like make money online, hit comma just to separate them, okay? And you can add in, you'll see over here, you've got 500 characters, so you can literally add in as many as you like. All right, and then every time you hit a comma, it will separate those keywords. So like I said, think about what it is that your channel does, and think about the types of words that your perfect viewer or the people that you want to actually find your video will use when searching for these things, because this helps you, this helps YouTube know that your channel fits within what they're looking for. All right. At the end of the day, that's what YouTube is, right? It's a search engine, just like Google. We give them video content with information and answers to questions through video. Once that's done, you can go over to advanced settings. And this is where you can select your audience. Okay, so you'll see right over here, do you want to set your channel as made for kids? If you are creating, content that is specific for kids, you'll have to say that in this area right over here. So you can say, yes, this channel is made for kids. I always upload content that's made for kids. No, this channel is not made for kids. Or I want to review this for every video. I'll leave it as no, it's not made for kids. All right, then you've got a couple of other options right over here. You have, don't show potentially inappropriate words. So what YouTube does is it will sometimes auto caption your videos and your content, and it will give like subtitles or closed captions at the bottom. And if there are potentially inappropriate words, it will not show on those closed captions. Then feature eligibility is where you can, the different features that you have or that you're going to unlock for your channel. So when you open your channel or you start your channel or you create your channel for the very first time, you automatically get the standard features enabled. To get more information on what the features are, just click on the drop down arrow. So it'll show you can upload videos, you can create playlists, you can add collaborations for playlists, add new videos to existing playlists, that type of thing. So it says over here the requirements are it's free of community guideline strikes. So as long as you are following the rules of YouTube, you will have these features available immediately as soon as you create your channel. Next up, we're going to go over to the intermediate features. And to get the intermediate features, this is, for example, where you can upload longer videos. So videos that are longer than 15 minutes, you can include custom thumbnails, you can now do live streaming. So those are three really, really good features if you think about it, right? You can get access to this feature immediately. All you need to do is verify your phone number. So there's two requirements: the standard features enabled, which they are, and then verify your phone number. So all you do is click on the verify your phone number. It'll open up a little pop-up that'll ask you for your phone number. Put that in, you'll get a verification text, and that'll enable you to get the intermediate features as well. Then you have advanced features as well. Now you don't necessarily need advanced features right now, and usually the advanced features take roughly around 2 months for you to get. So you need to create content and you need to constantly show that your channel is active. And then you would also a few other verification steps that you would need. A video verification that's just done, on the platform. You need a valid ID, and then they also check your channel history right over here. But like I said, this usually takes roughly around 2 months to get, but all of the features that you'll need to begin with and start putting content out onto your channel, you can get through the intermediate features. There's really no rush for this. After around 2 months or after a month, if you want to come back into these settings and see if you're eligible for the advanced features as well, then you can absolutely do that. Next up, we're going to go into the upload defaults, and this is where you can set any default settings for your videos. I generally leave this blank because every single video changes. Like the title will change, the description will change, certain visibility, if there's only certain private videos that I would put up for, any paid clients that I'm working with, that type of thing. I generally leave this out. I don't make any changes or I don't include any default settings for that. But you can as well, just depending on the type of content that you make. Then advanced settings, all of these settings will show up as well every time you upload a video. So don't think that, once you set these in here, just, for the first time, it's sort of set in stone. You'll be able to change all of those for every single video. So you don't need to pay too much attention to that right now. Under permissions, this is just where you can manage your different permissions for your YouTube channel. So for example, you have two different types of YouTube channels. You have a brand account and then you have a personal account. Now, the difference between the two is basically if you have a personal account and you're growing a channel and you're growing it for your business and you're going to eventually hire someone to be part of your team that will need to access the YouTube video or need to make any changes or uploads or that type of thing. A personal channel, you will need to give them full access to, you'll need to give them your Google email address and your password for them to access the YouTube channel. Whereas a brand channel, that's the one that I highly recommend. You can actually give certain people access to just the channel without having them being able to access your entire Google account. All right. I hope that makes sense. But if you're growing a business, I highly recommend that you use a brand channel. And then your community as well. This is where you can add certain moderators, add any hidden users, approved users, all of those. You can go down these, and depending on your channel and what your channel is about and how you want to set it up, you can choose to change this up the way what suits you best as well. And then the agreements is not much. It's just where you can actually go into the YouTube terms of service and all of that information. But once all of that's done, click on save. We can go ahead and view the channel again. Perfect. And that is basically it. That's all the steps you need to follow. Real simple stuff. It's not anything overly complicated. Like I said, when you're doing your channel description and your keywords as well, just remember that those are highly, highly, highly important. You want to include the keywords that are suited to your niche. Don't just add a bunch of random words. And most importantly, don't leave them out, because otherwise YouTube won't know what content is, what content your channel is creating and what content you're providing to your audience. And once all that's done, to upload your video is very simple. In the top right hand corner, if you click this button that says create, you can upload a video. That'll take you to the next page where you can actually upload the video, put in all your details. I won't get into, creating or uploading a video. Real simple stuff. Depending on what the goal is for your channel, if you want to actually grow a successful YouTube channel, like, where it can monetize, you actually make money off the content, that type of thing. Personally, I did a course and you can check it out if you want. I will leave it down in the description. It's super helpful with actually growing the channel, like strategies on how to, really make the most out of your channel and how to monetize it and turn it into a successful business. If it's not something you're interested in right now, that's totally fine as well. But I do hope you got a lot of value from this particular video and this walkthrough on how to set up your YouTube channel. If you did, it would be amazing if you could give it a cool little thumbs up down in the bottom. And if you do have any questions, drop them in the comments, just in case there is something that you're still not too clear on when it comes to this particular video. Also, one last thing, if you want to be kept up to date with all of the content that's going to be posted onto this channel, that is going to be all about helping you grow a successful online business, different strategies, tips, tools, resources, that type of thing, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and you can go ahead and hit that bell as well. What that does is every time a new video is created, you'll see a little pop-up saying Purely Remote has a new video uploaded. And if you do, I'll see you soon.